What meaning? Heart line. In palmistry? In palmistry, heart line and soul line, it's the same thing. This line tells about personal life, emotions, feelings, and spiritual relationship. Heart line will tell the spiritual sense human, who cannot feel the touch, so, the heart, this is an organ of the physical body, and the spiritual qualities no relation. Therefore, the heart line is a line soul, so, heart line, I will call soul line. Line soul belongs to one of four main lines, on the hand. There are people about one person with 130, in which the energy of the soul is connected to the energy of the mind, and formed one line. In palmistry, it called monkey hand. These people material, and spiritual qualities is located on one level. This category of people is very honest, and responsible. Work should be like. If such a person does not like job, this person is looking for a new job, or a long time is classified as unemployed. This is talented people, but not all are capable. Develop their talents, and to be realized among society. Some people reach high results, but some people get depressed, abuse alcohol or drugs. Straight and clear line that passes across the palm indicates that the person is able to hide their romantic feelings. This is a vindictive person, not always forgives enemies, but the good deeds of others always remember and reciprocated. Such a person always willing to help friends and stranger. These people endowed the ability to justness. This champions for justice. This person respects his loved one, and if has suspected betrayal by a loved one, and no evidence, this person will not arrange the scandal, but will make an investigation, and will present the evidence. Loved one for living together chooses deliberately, decency, and neatness, is the basic demands. This person is straightforward relationship, often becomes initiator dispute. If the soul line ends near the index finger on the hill of Jupiter, such a person strongly attached to a partner, and relies more on intuition than own mind. It's very emotional and jealous people. This sociable person so quickly falls in love. To reach its goal, this person demonstrates such qualities as pride and cunning. Considers himself a leader, but, in reality, these are not always. When choosing a loved one is very picky, and if approached a love partner becoming the initiator of dating. Not in a hurry to get married, look for the ideal partner, because in life a lot of frustration and a lot of sexual partners. Unsuccessful love relationships strongly influence the future life such a person. It is a very romantic person, loves compliments, attention and caress, because by this man can easily manipulated. Very often, rely on intuition, though, in some cases, need to rely on the mind and analyze the whole situation. If the soul line ends between the index and middle finger, a man good-natured, but emotional, spiritual sense there is high, and the relationship with a loved one is mutual and sincere. Sometimes a man is behaving impulsively and emotionally. Not like conflicts and quarrels, unobtrusively provides assistance others spending their time and energy. This is a responsible person, family always comes first, and to live in a happy marriage, such a man able to compromise, even in some cases able to forgive the betrayal of a loved one. If the soul line ends under the middle finger on the hill of Saturn, this is selfish person. There are sense of insecurity, often forgets its commitments to the partner. Very often the person flirting, and likes sexual pleasure. Money and highly paid job, is the main goal in life, so do not rush to get married. Looking rich partner looking for rich and successful. Always looking material gain. So about money abuse their friendships. This man needs physical intimacy, sometimes no matter who his loving partner. This is not a sincere person, but nice words and compliments can speak beautifully. This is a very funny and sexy person, but, through high demands to partner, hard to find a life partner and create a strong family. But, if between people is mutual relationship, their marriage becomes strong, and some people envious of this relationship. If there is a fork in the soul line, we can confidently say that this person is emotional, but is able to control feelings. This person rarely argue and agree to a compromise agreement. Fork indicates the split mental state. Such a person is under the influence of Jupiter and Saturn. If one line is directed to the index finger, and the second ends near headline, this indicates the suffering. Fork indicates the split personality. Private life was divided into two parts, the first part of the spiritual energy and the other to material values. Sometimes divorce and longing for children. When the soul's line branching, and ends one line directed to the middle finger, and the other ends at the index finger. Such person has a complex character, very emotional person in childhood was conquered by parents. Such a person dismissive attitude to loved partner, often becomes the initiator of scandals, high opinion of himself. To live with such a person is like to live on a volcano, often jealousy, and suspicions that could destroy his marriage. The wavy soul line indicates the variable character. Such people from materialist smoothly is changing to highly spiritual person. Hard to find a loving partner, because the character is heavy and frequently changing opinion. Such people are happy in the later years of life after life lessons. If the soul line connected to headline, such a person is able to control their emotions, and when there are unforeseen situations can solve the problem of his mind rather than relying on intuition. These people are generous but very principled. Enemies do not forgive, and protect yourself in the future in similar situations. A person with high ambitions and its properties are manifested in business, and in personal life. If the soul line straight or geared up, and line head connected with soul line, these people rely more on intuition, and not always rely on the mind. The actions of non-standard and not logical. Thick soul line indicates the problems in his personal life, including emotional problems. Such a person is prone to depression, also can use force, but this person is always kept their promise. Small lines indicate a problem. It can be a problem in the family or influence others. This is a bad sign. Double soul line indicates a double emotional relationships, sometimes longing for children. Little line may indicate loss energy, if the soul line becomes thin and vice versa. Obtaining energy, if the soul line is a clear and direct. Island on soul line points to problems in his personal life. It can be troubles in the family, quarrel or divorce with a loved one, and in the future arise mental disorders. In Palmistry, Island is considered a bad sign, this protracted problem that a person should solve his actions. Sometimes it's stalemate, but not death. Now consider several options when you need to look at a couple of other lines. If there's Island on lifeline and the line of soul, such person a long time cannot find life partner. Very often, it is women who have problems in their personal lives, such as divorce or cannot marry. Also, the Island may be present on the line head. This indicates that the person is looking for a wealthy partner. I want draw attention that the lines on the hand. This is a characteristic of man, and each person creates himself destiny of their actions. Lines on hand, it is not a sentence, this prompt, that you can use. Point on the soul line indicates great problems, including death. This is not a sentence but a warning. Calculate years of life as possible follows. It is believed that in the middle of the line, this is 40 to 45 years dash. But, first you need to calculate the years on the lifeline.